guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. After Eden's lovely meditation and just keeping in that same flow and just connecting with the body is what we're going to focus on today's practice. Just going to do a very low to the mat, calm, sedated sort of practice that allows you to just very slowly move through the asanas at your own pace. Of course, we're going to move through with the breath and I'll guide you through. And we're just going to have this to be a time, and allow this to be a time to just really, really connect with yourself. One way that is a nice way to do this is by closing down one of your senses. So either putting earphones in if you are in a space that's really loud. But for this practice, I'd like to encourage you to close your eyes and keep your eyes closed through the practice. This is going to be what's called hatha, and we're going to hold the poses a little bit longer and just kind of moving with the breath, but it's called hatha yoga. And we'll keep low to the mat and allow you the space to be able to feel comfortable in your space to connect with yourself, to close down your eyes and connect with you. I want to encourage you to get a couple of things together before we start. Go ahead and grab a blanket for underneath your knees. We are going to get into some cat and cow, so if you have any knee issues and want your knees to be very comfortable. And go ahead and grab some essential oils with you today. I have frankincense from doTerra and also the doTerra ADAPTIV. These two can be paired together very well. The adaptive allows you to be able to release feelings of anxiousness, fear, and nervousness. And then the frankincense, as the king of oil, allows you to reduce some of those lower vibrations and those anxious feelings that you're trying to get rid of, and it increases the vibrations within your body, increases those more optimistic feelings, and allows you to really connect with yourself and discover what is going on inside of you. So without further ado, go ahead, hop into something comfy, grab your oils, grab your props, and let's get started. Oil or frankincense, and if you want to do like me and pair the two, I went ahead and put adaptive on my heart chakra, which is just here in the center of the breast at the sternum bone. And I wanted to combine a drop of frankincense in my hand with a little bit of the adaptive, and I have the adaptive roller with me, so I'll just kind of roll it in another space in my hand to get a couple of drops in of that. Take the oil, take the palms together and rub the palms together. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Sitting comfortably. Rubbing your hands together, building up energy. Go ahead and whenever you're ready, whenever your hands are starting to feel warm, maybe tingling, you're starting to build up that energy, go ahead and pause rubbing your hands. Just bring your hands gently to your face. Without changing your natural breathing, just inhale the oils. And as you're sitting here, breathing in this beautiful, delicious scent, allow the oils to begin to do their work. Allow any feelings of anxiousness to begin to melt away. With each exhale, you'll feel yourself sinking deeper into the mat. And allow the frankincense to release those lower vibrations, to release any feelings of fear, anxiety, any external pressure that you're feeling right now. Just continue with your natural breathing with your hands close to your face, breathing in the oils. Go ahead and take your hands, clasp them again, and rub your palms together again, building back that heat. And then just place your palms gently over your eyes, not really touching your eyes, just right in the vicinity. And just breathe in the scent. And take one inhale, letting all of the air in. Letting all the air in as much as you can. And on your exhale, slowly sigh it out. And bring your hands to your knees with your palms up. Remaining with your eyes closed here, sitting up tall. Notice how you feel in this moment. Notice how you feel here versus when we began. Maybe you feel emotionally lighter. Maybe you're feeling the energy move through your body, increasing your vibrations naturally with the power of the oil. And as we move through this practice today, I'd like you to set an intention if that feels good for you. And the intention today that I encourage you is a question. What do I need? As we move through the flow and move through the asanas, just take note as you ask yourself this question, what do I need? Take note of anything that arises. And without focusing on it, without settling in on any judgment of the self, just take note, acknowledge it, and then let it go. Allow your intuition to come forth. Deepen your connection with yourself by asking yourself continuously through your breath, what do I need? Just sit here for another breath. And if it feels good for you, I'd encourage you to remain with your eyes closed, but drop the chin to the chest, allowing a nice stretch deep into the back of the neck. Staying tall in the spine. Don't allow yourself to hunch over or sink in. Keep the spine tall. Just bringing the chin to the chest. If you have any neck issues, just be mindful of any issues that you may have. On your inhale, inhale and just roll your right ear over to meet the right shoulder. Just feeling that stretch deep into the left side of the neck. Go ahead and bring your hands down by your side. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, bring the right hand, the right palm, just over the left ear on top of the head without pulling, just allow gravity to do the work. If this feels good or you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you can inhale, walk the fingertips along the mat of the fingertips of the left hand, Inhale, lift the left hand up with the palm up as if you're putting your hand up to stop. Making it an active palm, feeling that stretch all the way down the arm, perhaps even into the fingertips. Take one more breath here, inhale. And exhale, slowly release the hands, bring them back down to the side, bringing the head back up through center. Take an inhale here. And exhale the head over to the left, meeting left ear to left shoulder. Feeling that deep stretch into the right side of the neck this time. And if you'd like a deeper stretch here, you can take the left hand, placing it on the head just above the right ear. Staying here for a few breaths just to feel the difference. Notice your body. If you'd like even a deeper stretch, you can inhale, walk the fingertips of the right palm across the mat, slowly lifting up that right arm with the active palm, with your palm facing the wall. And breathe here, staying tall in the spine, staying mindful that you aren't hunching over. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly releasing the hands and bringing the head back through center. And let's go ahead and roll the neck around. If you have any neck issues, just stay mindful of this and just meet the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, slowly roll the neck forward, meeting chin to chest. Inhale, opening up the neck, bringing the left ear to left shoulder, and if available, bringing the back of the head back, opening up the front of the neck. And just do this for a couple of rounds, making really big circles with the head. Maybe pausing at any point that feels good, or feels like it needs a deeper stretch. And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch directions. Circling the head, making really, really big circles with the nose, following the nose. You do about one more of these, and then bring your head back through center. And if it feels right, go ahead and remain with the eyes closed as long as you can, or keep the gaze lowered. If closing the eyes feels a little weird, you can keep the gaze lowered. Just listen to my voice. Place your right hand across the legs onto the left knee, and the left arm across the right arm onto the right knee. Bring the chin down to the chest, just feeling that stretch. Into the back of the neck. Inhale, looking up, opening up the throat. Exhale, bring the chin back to the chest. On the inhale, looking up. And on the exhale, bringing the chin back to the chest. And then bringing the arms up in the same cross position. Go ahead and cross the arms for eagle arms. You can either face the back of your palms together and have those touch if that feels good, or if you're able to wrap that right arm completely around, clasping onto the left hand. Inhale, lift the arms up, bringing the elbows up to the face as high as you can, staying mindful of any shoulder issues here. On the exhale, exhale and bring the elbows into the belly, rounding the spine, really bending forward. Inhale, lifting up, straightening up the spine, lifting the elbows up to meet the nose. Exhale, round the spine, bring the elbows into the belly. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, coming up to a straight back, unwinding the arm. And then doing the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to bring the left hand across the legs over to the right knee, the right arm across the left arm and touching onto the left knee. Find that comfortable level here. Again, staying tall in the spine. Inhale, lifting the head up, bringing the nose up to the sky. Exhale, bringing the chin back to chest. Inhale, look up, bringing the nose up to the top of the sky. And exhale, bring back to the chest. One more time. Inhale, lifting the nose to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the chin back to the chest. Inhale, find your head tall, your spine long. Bring the arms up, still in the cross position, and come into eagle arms on the opposite side. Wrapping that left hand around the right, grabbing onto the palm if available. Inhale, lift the elbows up to meet the nose, and exhale, round the spine, bringing the elbows into the belly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round, bringing the elbows into the belly. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, round the spine. One more time. Inhale, lift up, bringing those elbows as high as you can to meet the nose. And exhale, bring the elbows into the belly, rounding the spine, hunching over. Inhale, finding a tall spine, unwinding the arms and bringing them down to your side. And go ahead and move here, coming into your tabletop position with your knees hip width distance apart underneath the hip bones. Palms underneath the shoulders and having a flat back, engage the abs here, closing the eyes again. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, push the mat away, coming into cat. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up, coming into cow pose. And exhale, round the spine, really push the mat away. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. This time on the exhale, go ahead and tuck in your toes, sitting back towards the heels and rounding the spine, giving a stretch into the feet. Inhale, untuck the toes, slowly lowering the belly, looking up at the sky. Exhale, tuck in the toes and round the spine. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, untuck the toes, drop the belly, come into cow. Exhale, round the spine, tucking in the toes, leaning back towards the heels. And then coming back into a neutral spine here. We're gonna come in to, first let's do another one. Let's do something different. So staying here in your tabletop, inhale, and you're gonna find more weight into the left palm. And if you have any wrist issues, you're more than welcome to make a fist and plant the fingers and the fist onto the mat rather than the palm. If you have any wrist issues, you can also come up onto the fingertips if that feels good as well. Do whatever feels right for you if you have any kind of injuries whatsoever. So finding more weight into that left palm, inhale the right arm up, opening up the chest, peeling the heart open. Exhale, you're gonna thread the needle, bringing the right hand underneath the left, bringing the right ear down to the mat, but don't leave it there. Inhale, rise up, opening up the heart, bringing that right hand up to the sky. Exhale, come back, threading the needle, bringing the right ear to the mat. Inhale, opening up, lifting that right arm up to the sky, really peeling the heart open. And exhale, thread the needle, planting that right ear onto the mat. You can walk your left arm out if that feels good and extend it out ahead of you, or you can wrap it around the back. Do what feels right here for you. We'll take one more breath here, one more inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, go ahead and plant the hand next to your face, and on your exhale, push yourself back up into a tabletop. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So finding more weight into the right palm. Inhale, open up the heart, lift that left arm up to the sky, thread the needle underneath the right arm, bringing the left ear to the mat. Inhale, opening up the arm, peeling open the heart. Exhale, thread the needle, bring the left ear to the mat. Do that one more time. Inhale, open the heart, really peel it open, opening up the chest. And exhale, thread the needle. Planting that left ear onto the mat and extending the right palm out ahead of you or wrapping it behind the back. Again, whatever feels right for you. Closing your eyes here. Take one more breath, inhale, and exhale. And on the inhale, slowly go ahead and release that right hand, bringing it next to your face, and exhale, push yourself up into a tabletop position. So from here, let's come into puppy pose. You're going to take your knees as wide as the mat. And again, if you have any knee issues, you'd like to lay a blanket down here, that would be really nice. Bringing the big toes to touch. Go ahead and walk the palms out in front of you. There are two variations to this pose. What you're going to do is keep the hips up into the air. You can be here if this feels good, to like kind of lengthen your neck here and just tuck your head into the elbows. You can lower a little bit more, bringing the forehead to the mat. And if your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you're more than welcome to place a blanket or a pillow of some kind underneath your forehead just to make yourself more comfortable and supported. If this feels good with your forehead on the mat and you'd like to take it deeper, walk your palms a little bit further away and bring, if the chin meets the mat, you can bring your chest and chin to the mat. Don't force any position. Be where you are today and accept where you are today. As you feel the stretch across your upper body, just be here and ask yourself, what do I need? Listen to what the body tells you. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale, lifting up the upper body and slowly lowering yourself onto the mat. Coming onto the belly here, let me scoot back into frame. I'm going to come into a cobra position, so staying on the belly. You're going to plant and press into the tops of the feet, into the tops of the thighs and the pelvic bone, bringing your elbows underneath the shoulders and palm flat onto the mat. And keeping your head high, close your eyes. And here you want to engage the lower abs, not sinking into the chest here. You want to really push up from the mat. By engaging those lower abs, again, you'll be able to protect the lumbar spine from any injury. You can stay here. If you'd like to move your neck around, give yourself a little bit more of a neck stretch. Feel free to roll the head. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, slowly pushing yourself back, coming back up. And we're going to push back into child's pose. So take the knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Extend the arms out in front of you and sink the hips back to the heels. Lowering the head to the mat, placing the forehead on the mat. just remaining in this position. Getting comfortable and still. And asking yourself as you sit here, what do I need? Acknowledge anything that comes up without judgment, without trying to analyze it. Just accept what arises. Notice any place in the body that feels different. Maybe you started to get some aches or pains through these asanas. Take 2 more breaths here, 2 more inhales and exhales. Stay with the breath. Your breath is the most important part that will connect you to you. Your breath will bring you home and back to you every time. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and slowly push yourself up. And coming on to your seat. We're going to come into butterfly. So bringing the feet together and heels as close to the groin as feels right for you. You can either sit here with the feet together, or you can open up the feet with the outer edges of the feet touching like a book, closing down the eyes. Use the hands here to just massage the feet, massage the oils that are on your palms into your feet. And feel free to keep a tall spine, or if it feels right for you, so just go ahead and slowly hunch over the legs, bringing the chin to the chest. Keep massaging those feet. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale, exhale, and on your inhale, slowly rise. Making your head the last thing that comes up, slowly, 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 1 vertebra at a time. And then take your knees as wide as your mat. We'll do some windshield wipers, so bring the hands behind the back. And then you're just going to drop the knees over to the left. Just sit here and allow that stretch into the hips. And drop the knees over to the right. And do that 1 more time each side. Drop the knees back over to the left. Inhale, drop the knees over to the right on your exhale. Inhale, bringing the knees back to center. And let's go ahead and lower onto the mat. Actually, I'm gonna do a little spinny here, turn around. So bring yourself onto the mat here. Bring the knees, bend the knees, and bring the heels close to the groin as you can. With lying flat on your back, keep your palms facing onto the mat. What we're gonna do is come into bridge pose. So you're gonna inhale here, and when you inhale, lift up the hips, engage the quads, lifting the hips, keeping the hands flat on the mat. And as you get up here, go Go ahead and bend the elbows and then place the hands underneath the small of the back to lift the hips up a little bit more. Feel yourself here. Notice yourself. Notice how you are starting at your knees. Well, starting at your feet. You want to make sure that both feet are planted into the mat. You want to have your quads engaged, and notice where your glutes are. Are you squeezing your glutes together? Are you squeezing the back of your legs together? If you are, try to let go. Release the glutes, allow them to relax. Keep pushing the hips up with the hands. This is a supported bridge pose. What you want to work towards with this pose is releasing the glutes but keeping the quads engaged so that you stay high up and allow your hands to fall back to the mat. If you'd like to go deeper, you can clasp your hands underneath your glutes, walking the shoulders underneath one another, bringing the shoulders together, the shoulder blades together. If you start to feel a pinch in your low back, you may have gone a little too far, so come out of it a little bit. But engage the abs, engage the quads, and relax the glutes. Feels really strange. Feels strange to kind of activate one side of the body and let go of the other side, but that's what we're doing today. We're just following and paying attention to the body, seeing what it needs. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, release the glutes, and come back to the mat. And then go ahead and grab onto the knees, bringing the knees into the chest. Feel free to rock side to side if that feels good, giving a nice massage to the back and the hips. Keeping your eyes closed here, connecting in with your body. Feel free to take happy baby if that feels good for you right now. Bringing the knees closer to the elbows. You can begin here if you've never done happy baby before by keeping the hands onto the knees here, the shins. You can even grab onto the back of the knees at the back of the thigh. Keep the feet active, opening up the legs here. If you'd like to go deeper into your happy baby, you can lift the legs up, keeping the knees bent, and you can grab onto the shins, the ankles, the outer edges of the feet, or wrap your peace fingers around your big toe. Staying mindful that as you go deeper into this pose, as you go further from your knee all the way down to your toe, that the hips don't lift. You want to remain with the hips on the mat. So if you find your hips lifting, then you've gone too far. So release the toes or the feet wherever you're grabbing a hold of and lower the hands down in order to be able to keep the position correctly and protect your lumbar spine. Feel free to rock side to side here if that feels good. Maybe extending one leg and then the other one. Just take a minute here to yourself on your back to give yourself any stretches that you feel like your body still needs, keeping the eyes closed, listening to the body, asking it, what do you need? And then giving it what it needs. We'll take a few more breaths here, so just feel free. You're by yourself, nobody's watching. Just keep playing with your stretches. Move with your breath. Give your body exactly what it needs. Take one more inhale and exhale. And if you have a hold of your feet or you're doing happy baby, go ahead and bring the knees back into the chest. Maybe wrap your arms around your knees for a nice big hug. Cross your legs. You can grab onto the outer edges of your feet and just
Just kind of rock side to side if that feels good there as well, kind of making your feet like a pretzel. And then on your exhale, go ahead and slowly release, bringing the legs across the mat, coming flat onto the mat. And allowing the arms to just splay open, maybe the palms up or down. Coming into your Savasana pose, your rest pose. And I'd like to do some breath work before we fully settle into Savasana. So on the inhale, we're going to inhale, inflating the belly for a count of 4. And exhale, deflating the belly, bringing it back to the spine for a count of 6. Breathing in through the nose. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and settle in. Settle into your mat. Settle into your body. Allow yourself the space to lie here. Just connecting with you, connecting in a moment of silence. You feel free to lie here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, bring your palms together and your thumbs up to the middle of your forehead to your third eye. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and your energy. Thank you for connecting with yourself and taking time out for you. And bringing your thumbs to your chest. Thank yourself for this moment of stillness. Namaste.